Hey folks, JD here, and today we're looking at this beast. Look at this. This is the MJX Bugs 6. This is an entry-level RTF racing drone. Right, as I'm sure you can see from this horrible angle that this video is currently sat in, this box is huge. So what I'm going to do, let's open the box up, let's get everything out, and let's put everything and display it properly so we can see exactly what we've got. Alright, and this is everything that we get in the package. So we get the transmitter, we get the manual, we get the Bugs drone, we also get the battery charger and USB cable, as well as 2 accessories. Now these 2 accessory packs, as I'm sure you can see, you've got spare propellers in one, you've got a screwdriver in the other with a couple of washers, as well as motor holders for when you come to take off these propellers. Now you may need to do that should you crash the drone, or should the propellers get damaged in transit. So that's also some quite good things to have. So let's put everything to one side other than the drone, and let's have a little look at this. So you can see why MJX have called this line of drones Bugs. It looks very insectoid. You've got the 2 eyes here, you've got the mouth inside, you've got the little antennas coming off them, as well as the legs as well. So it looks really nice, looks really mean. As I'm sure you can tell, this is not the camera version. I've ordered that separately now that now we're getting closer to Christmas and drones are flying out off the shelves. So let's have a little look at the back. On the back we've got 2 red LEDs there, as well as this is where your little power cable fits into. It just slots in there quite nice. Let me see if we've got any power. There we go. So red LEDs in the back, white LEDs, very bright white LEDs on the front as well. Oh, there we are. So that is the drone. Look at that. That looks really nice. So the back is very straight, almost with these ribs in the side as well, almost look like the back of an insect. Everything cosmetically about this I love. Okay then, so what about the motors? Well, this particular quadcopter, as it is a racing quadcopter, has brushless motors rather than your standard brushed. You will find the brushless motors are on the higher end, more expensive quadcopters, especially racing quadcopters, photography copters like your Phantoms and things like that. Basically the difference is that brushless motors are a lot more efficient than brushed motors. You will find that brushless use most of their energy as rotational force, whereas brushed quadcopters or brushed motors, a lot of that energy gets turned into heat and doesn't get used efficiently enough. So the motors then obviously they will burn out after time. Okay, so you can buy spare motors. You can pick them up. There's a lot of accessories you can pick up for this: cameras, motors, as well as more propellers, landing sprigs and battery as well. That looks beautiful. Now, on the underside, this is where the battery is. Now, obviously inside this cage, when I had this drone, the battery was already inserted, so obviously that in itself, you can just see the battery, just take it out, looks quite nice. Your white cable there, that is where you charge the battery, and then your orange cable here, that is where you plug into the back of the quadcopter to give it power. Now this battery is quite sizable. It takes about 2 hours to charge. It's 7.4 volt, 1300 milliamp hour. That is colossal. Now, this battery is quite a large battery in capacity, and that's exactly what is needed for racing quadcopters, even entry-level ones like this. But that's really good. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that back in. That should give you more than enough power. Right. So that is the drone. That looks really nice. I'm really looking forward to taking this guy out. Let's put this to one side for the second. Now let's have a little look at this transmitter. Transmitter is pretty standard. Looks really quite nice. Nice matte finish to it. And as you can see, a lot of the features are marked with these little pictures at the top here. So we've got speed change low and high. You've got unlock and lock the motors here. You've got 3D flips, as well as take photos from there as well. Now as you can see, there's no altitude hold on this particular model, and that is because a lot of racing drones don't, because you need to be able to alter the altitude very quickly. We've got a couple of trim buttons down the bottom as well here, as well as a couple of other buttons. We shall go through these when we take her out in the next couple of days. Now if we flip this over, we've got little batteries in the back. Obviously, you do need to add your own batteries. These are AA's. You're going to need 4 of them to power this transmitter. This transmitter does not allow USB charging, so you do need to have 4 pre-bought or pre-charged batteries inside here in order for this to work. All in all, that feels quite nice. It doesn't feel that plasticky either, and your hands can reach all aspects and every button of the transmitter without any issue. What I like about it is it feels quite robust. If you push the plastic, it doesn't bend. And that is usually a good sign of quality. And I think I think there is a lot of quality with this transmitter. I really like it. See how it functions in the next couple of days anyway, but from an aesthetic point of view, it really does look quite nice, and it does feel nice in hand as well. Okay, so that's the transmitter. Now we've got the battery charger. Just a simple micro USB cable plugs into this in the back, and then you can plug in your battery there to charge it. As I say, 2 hours or so to charge this particular battery. And then we've got the manual. Now, as this is an entry-level racing drone, you are going to find it's going to be very powerful. You are going to find it's going to fly very, very quickly. So what I'd recommend is just have a little look, just go through the manual a bit and have a little read of it until you fully understand it. Now, the remote control calibration, you may not need to do this, just because this confused me a little bit when I first read it. Now, inside here you've got the remote control calibration. This is done as part, this is done when the drone leaves the factory, so you won't have to do this. But the calibration of the drone itself down here, this is what you're going to have to do just when she's lying flat, just before you take off, just to ensure she is properly calibrated and flies as true as possible. As well as going through, it'll show you exactly, you've got a couple of troubleshooting steps, how to perform flips and rolls, and all the other accessories that you can buy for this particular quadcopter. So there we go. So all in all, it looks really quite nice. I'm really excited to be taking this guy out. I really am. I've never flown the MJX Bugs. I've flown a few MJX quadcopters and hexacopters, never the Bugs range. I am really, really looking forward to this. So then, folks, please join me in the next couple of days when we're going to be taking this guy out, and we really, really are going to be putting him through his paces. So thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.